Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. And I got some more NBA player props for y'all here today on PrizePicks. Today is April 11th, Taco Tuesday. So be sure to jump on that promo. PrizePicks should have it up here in about an hour or two. So be sure to take advantage of that. If you guys are new to PrizePicks, please use this promo code right here down below to get yourself signed up. Get that first deposit instantly matched up to $100. So, it's exciting times. Play-in tournament starts today. Got 2 games. Ought to be 2 pretty good ones. We'll go take a look at them real quick. We got Atlanta at Miami, and then Minnesota at LA. So, I'm going to do something a little different. Of course, there's only 2 games, so it's hard to find props. But I went through and found one play from each team that I like the most. So I'm going to try something a little different. I know it's a lot of 4 picks is a lot to find just between 2 games. So I'm going to let you know the 2 that I really, really like and the 2 that are more, leans that I'm kind of tilting on. I'm not sure, but I am going to play all 4 of them. It's just I don't know how I'm going to pair them yet. But anyways, 4 plays at that. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. The first one, we'll target the LA game first, between LA and Minnesota. So the first pick on here is going to be Mike Conley. And I like the over on his points right here, his 14.5 points. Now the game's a 231 over under LA by 8. So I like Mike Conley to go over 14.5 points. And let me tell you why. So there's no Rudy Gobert. We saw what happened there. There's no Jaden McDaniels. We saw what happened there. That was silly. So 2 of your starters right there, bam, they're out. So Cat is going to get tied up. He's going to get moved down low to center. He's going to get tied up with AD and LeBron. Anthony Edwards and Mike Conley are going to have to pull their own weight from the outside if they want to have a shot at staying in this game, because Rudy Gobert, that's a shot. Taking him away from being down low, and just for the rebound aspect of it. And then, of course, Jaden McDaniels getting pulled. I mean, they're going to have to pull their own weight if they want to stay in this game. And they should get heavy minutes. And we take a look at, let's just go look at the matchup really quick. This season, we'll go with the season versus this point guard position. LA's given up the second most points. If we take a look at the last 30, they're still second. Last 15, they do a little better. They're still bottom 10. So you see the whole season, they've just been giving up a lot of points to this point guard position. If we take a look at Mike Conley's last 5 games, he goes over this 4 or 5 times. So, he's been doing better than he usually does, because usually right when he got traded over, he wasn't doing too much scoring. But, he's been doing pretty good as of late. He's going to go over this 6 of his last 10, actually. We take a look here. So 6 of his last 10, he's going to go over. Like I said, 15 is the number to get. So he's been doing really well. He's played them twice. He's played LA twice since he's been with the Timberwolves, both of them in March. He puts up 25 points and 14 points, so he just fell short on the hook on that one. He shoots 54% and 63% in each of those games. But like I said, in each of those games, even when he only put up 14, he had Rudy Gobert, he had Jaden McDaniels. So, he had other guys that could do their job and take the load off of him. That's not the case today. He's going to have to step up and at least, I see him, this is a good spot for him to rack up 15 points. Like I said, without Rudy Gobert, the Lakers are going to dominate down low. So that's going to be the first pick right there. And that's not one of my 2 favorites, by the way. I'll let you know at the end. But so same game, flip side of the ball. So like I just said, AD and LeBron should take care of business down low and just shut it all down. So second pick, we are going to take Anthony Davis, and we're going to take the over. I like his PRA, but man, his fantasy score has just really been taking care of it for me. His 41.5 PRA or his fantasy score, I mean, especially with this matchup, he should be able to get those blocks, steals, and not turn the ball over that much, honestly, against Karl Anthony Towns. So I'm going to take the over here as well. He's going to actually, his last 23 games, he's going to go over this number 16 times. So in 23 games, he doesn't hit this 7 times. He's going to go over it in 6 of his last 7 games. I mean, look at that. Like I said, the number here to get is 48.6 or higher, and he's just cruising right here in the 50s, 60s, high 40s here lately. I mean, I think this is going to be an awesome spot. Take a look at the matchup, last 7 games, which these last 7 are accurate because the Wolves have been playing for a spot. So it's not like they haven't had their starters in. Karl Anthony Towns is in this mix right here when we look at the last 7. So this is accurate to look at the last 7. It's not always, but in this case it is. These last 7 games against the center position, the Timberwolves are going to sit right here giving up the 6th most. And like I said, there's no Rudy Gobert tonight, so AD should be able to do whatever he wants down low. That's going to be my second pick, and that is one of my 2 favorite picks today. So that's it for that game. My favorite one out of this game is the Anthony Davis play. Let's hop over to the second game. We are going to be looking at Atlanta at Miami. So this ought to be a really good game as well. We've got a 228 over-under, Miami by 5. It should be Miami's a slower team, Atlanta's a faster team. I think Miami's going to speed up to Atlanta's pace because Miami has actually been playing at a bit of a faster pace lately. They've been putting up actually a ton of points by half their last few outings. So I see Miami playing up to Atlanta's pace because I was looking at a few unders, but I don't like it just because I think the pace of this game is going to get a little quick, and Miami's going to keep up. So the first one on this game is going to be it's going to be Clint Capella. This is my favorite play for this game right here. By far, we're going to go over his 20.5 PRA. I don't like his fantasy score because he doesn't get as many steals and blocks as he does turn the ball over, and he doesn't clear this line near as much as he does his PRA. So we're going to stick with his 20.5 PRA. DK has no juice on this either way. I think it's minus 115 both ways. So check this out. When he plays over 25 minutes, which he absolutely should, I think he is projected for 32 minutes right here. So when he plays over just 25 minutes, which he absolutely should, he clears this number 21 of 25 times, which is way more than he clears his fantasy score. 25 games, when he plays 25 minutes, his last 25 games, he clears this number 21 times. So if you were to take the under here, you'd be looking at a 4 out of 25 odds. You take the over here, we're looking at a 21 of 25 odds. And I'm telling you, the only reason his line is set so low is because of how Miami ranks up against the center. If we look at the season against the center position, Miami's second in points allowed, second in rebounds allowed, first in assists allowed. So that's the only reason, but that is not scaring me away. He has played them 3 times this season, and he clears this number 2 of those 3 times with 23, 29, and 18. And so that 18, he only played 21 minutes, barely 21. So he didn't even get his 25 or 30 minutes, and he was almost there. He puts up 18. The number to get here is 21. So it's not like he went under by crazy, and he didn't even get his regular minutes. So that is the only reason his number is set so high. Also, his shooting percentage against Miami is crazy. So in January when he played them, he goes 6 for 7 from the field, 85%. Next game, he goes 8 for 10, 80%. Their last matchup, March 6th, he goes 6 for 6, 100%. 6 for 6, going up against Big Bam down there. 6 for 6, 100%. So he is absolutely on fire when it comes to Miami. He clears this number 21 or 25 times when he gets his minutes. I love this spot for him. I don't think 20.5 is a crazy number here to ask. If anything, it should be higher. But like I said, the prop is, going to favor Miami's ranking against this position. Respectfully so, but he has just been, totally on fire. And when it comes to them, he also takes care of business. So that's going to be my favorite pick out of this game. The second pick from this game, I don't really like any of Miami's props, so by no means do I love this play, but I'm going to go with Bam which is kind of weird that we go two centers matching up against each other, but they've honestly done well against each other. So, it's just a back and forth battle. So Bam, I'm going to go over his fantasy score. I do like his PRA as well, but he's the opposite of Clint Capella. He's going to get his blocks and steals and less turnovers. Clint Capella's on the other end of the spectrum. So Bam Adebayo, I'm going to go over his 37.5 fantasy score. When he plays over 30 minutes, he's 50% on this out of his last 8 games. He goes over 4 of 8 when he gets his 30 minutes, which he absolutely should. They played 3 times this year, and this is why I do like this play. They played 3 times this year. He blows this number out of the water every time. He gets 40, 57, and 58 fantasy points. 40, 57, and 58. So killed it every single time there. And he actually the last 6 times that he's played them, he goes over this all 6 times, and that does date back to January of 2022. He's played them 6 times, goes over it 6 times, so he really likes this matchup against them as well, just as Clint Capella does against Miami with his shooting percentage. So this is going to be a back and forth game between the centers all night, I see. When the ball goes down, and like I said, Atlanta's a fast-paced team. There should be a ton of shots put up. So I think Bam and Clint Capella are going to have a big role in this game, and they both really shine when they go up against each other. So, and like I said, I'm not too crazy about anybody else's props. So those are going to be my four favorite plays, one from each team. I'll try to continue doing this every day, just one from each team. You can pick and choose by all means. My 2 favorite here are Anthony Davis and Clint Capella. My third is probably Mike Conley, and then Bam. But like I said, I'm playing all of them, whether I, say they're my favorite or not. I'm playing every single one of them. So, it ought to be a fun day of basketball. Like I said, it's the play-in tournament. I expect some really good games. I think they'll be really fun to watch. Again, guys, thanks for all the likes. Drop a few comments. Keep subbing to the channel. I appreciate all the support. And let's cash tonight. Let's try and get a nice clean sweep. Been a little while since we had one, so let's try and get it. Later, guys.